Welcome to Welcome to For What?
It's a podcast for
Us and not for you.
but you can listen if you want.
Girl, where do we even start with this?
Honestly, truly, where do we start? We just are the queens of side quest.
We are.
Why did we decide to randomly move 3 states over?
We gotta take this back because the really
Run it back!
run it back. Because I think to really understand like where we're at now, you gotta understand where we were like a month ago. We weren't in this state. We weren't the state over. We weren't the state over there. We were all the way in South Carolina.
South crack, baby.
Ooh, South Kakalaki. For too long.
Too long. Way too long.
Me and Alyssa had enough. Oh, by the way, I'm Ash.
I'm Alyssa. So, boom. We were in upstate South Carolina. Me and Ash didn't even know each other until how long ago?
Like 2.5 years ago.
Like 2.5 years ago. And boom, bam, boom, we became best friends because we just started living together.
Yeah, so I didn't even know Alyssa. I've heard of Alyssa
Right.
at that time, and literally,
You're a person that was thought of.
right,
maybe.
right. Like we
That person
existed,
existed, but not in my timeline.
the figment of each other's imaginations.
Exactly.
But we finally did come together, and then boom, we lived together for 2 years, and we didn't think that we would become soul-linked besties, but then
Exactly.
here we are. So we got the bright idea about 1.5 years into being in Greenville that we had to go.
Gots to go.
We had to go. So we decided, why go one place? Why go 2 places when we could go across the whole country?
Let's do it.
So we put together a little roadmap, which, I mean, if you keep watching, you'll see where we go.
Exactly.
But now we're in Indian Rock Beach, Florida.
Exactly. That brings us to now, the here and now.
The here and now of it all. So getting here was a journey.
It was. We might have skipped through it real quick just now, but it was a lot.
It was a lot because, I mean, first of all, we had a whole house to pack up.
Baby, it was giving U-Haul. It was giving, why did we have that much stuff? How did we accumulate that much stuff in 2 years?
Is giving, why do we have a dumpster? Why do we have a 15, a 15, however.
But the U-Hauls, why did we have a dumpster?
We had a literal dumpster like dropped off at our house that we filled to the brim, over the top.
The top, baby. Bop, bop, bop to the mother top.
Yeah, then we had to pack up our mother cars, which we still didn't have room. So then now me and Alyssa, we got, the most knockoff like cargo on the top of our cars that's
And
making
baby, that hurts your gas mileage in case you didn't know.
our gas mileage going down about 2 miles per gallon. So that needs to be fixed. So if anybody wants to sponsor,
Okay, if anybody got suggestions, if anybody wants to holla at your girl we'll do a lot for some coin. I don't know.
I can't have like a backpack pretty much strapped to the top of my car again. And also it wouldn't stay put on my car, so it just kept on sliding back as I'm driving 8 hours to Florida, don't know where I am, and I'm just like, are all my clothes gonna
Her
just
top was off.
No,
like,
it,
panties falling down.
no, literally, that's panties falling down on the freeway. On the freeway, embarrassing. But we made it. We
got here.
We drove through 17 stoplights. We drove over like at least 2-3 bridges.
Y'all didn't let me know that Tampa traffic was like that for real. But
Especially
really,
whenever you think you see the GPS and you see 15-20
I was
minutes.
like, oh, I'm almost there.
And your bladder is like, yes, girl, we can relax.
Yes, good.
And then you get on that bridge and you're like, oh. But we made it. It's very cutesy here.
Very, very.
We're loving it.
Maybe
a little too much.
More than we thought we would. Like, what can I say?
Right. Like, I feel like, a lot of people have things to say about Florida and Florida
a lot.
people.
And we might have even had a lot to say.
Yeah, I'll say that.
Maybe we judged her too fiercely.
Because now, we had to have a very real conversation yesterday. We're like, are we becoming Florida people?
Girls?
Are we becoming Florida girls?
Like, stop.
Because why is it getting me?
Why am I sad that we have to leave?
No, literally, we're halfway through, full transparency, because we have been enjoying ourselves. So this was supposed to happen like 2 weeks ago.
But here we are.
We were living our lives. We have a lot to fill everybody in on because we've been staying busy.
Very, very.
We have not been up in this apartment.
We have not stopped.
Actually, that's the thing.
I think the thing is, I'm afraid to process.
Right. We're like,
again, like, it took us a lot to get here. So the fact that we're here, we're just like, Club, another club.
Bus, club, another club,
Yes,
because
'cause-
I haven't processed the fact that we just moved out of living with our best friends for like 2 years. Much less have I processed that I'm about to have to leave Florida. Much less as I processed my whole entire other vacation. So we're just going to keep the good times rolling,
We've got to. What other choice do we have?
because I'm not going to sit here and cry and think about it. Not right now.
Exactly.
Not right now.
I mean, Ash, you had some fierce things happen, even though
I did have some fierce things happen. So Mercury retrograde.
it really did her thing. She worked a number on Ash.
Listen, like usually I'm like, okay, things feel off. That's great. You know, oh, it's not that deep, but it was very much that deep.
It was.
It was very much that deep. So to start, like, you know, for one to get from South Carolina to Florida, you need to drive.
Yeah.
And so I have my car, my little Nissan Rogue. We love her. You know, so we thought
Ragu.
exactly. Everything was going great. We're good. Boom. She's overheating, girl. She's overheating like crazy. Don't know what to do. Fast forward. Car things I don't understand. I've spent $1,500 on my car.
Cause I got a call from Ash, and Ash is like, "Girl, my car is messing up. I don't even know." Cause we met with our friends in Savannah, cause we needed a cute stop. We couldn't go
Exactly.
South Carolina all the way straight to Florida. That
It's too
seemed like
much.
crazy work. So we stopped in Georgia. We had a cute little stop in Savannah. Ash was like, "Girl, I can't find you, but like my car, I'm here, but at what cost?"
I'm circling the parking lot, and my car is like, she is on H for hot. And I already just gotten this thing fixed to drive down to Florida, so I thought I was good to go. Oh my God. So I was like, cool, we're gonna get this fixed. I was like, I'm gonna try to have a restful night. I was like, I'm here with my friends, we're together.
Yeah.
It's all gonna be okay. So I'm like, we'll have a restful night. I'm gonna get up in the morning and I'm gonna get this fixed. I'm gonna spend this money and I'm gonna get my butt to Florida. And then all of a sudden, I get a little Slack notification. And so I get that. I'm like, what's that about? So like for just, you know, a little bit of background, like I do video editing and I've been working for this company for 5 years. 5 years.
5, that's half a decade.
That's half a day. That's too long. I thought everything was good. I thought everything was fine. You know, I was like, I have the perfect situation going on. I work remote. I can have flexible hours. I'm about to travel the country. And
Ash really be popping that shit and don't get enough credit. That's what it's giving.
Thank you. But speaking of not getting enough credit, so then I'm like, I get a message being like, hey, do you have time for a quick little call? And I'm like, absolutely. I'm naive. I don't think anything's going on. Maybe deep down in my soul, I know. But I'm like, this is fine. I'm like, we're just like,
We rock with delusion over here.
exactly, delusional all
We're
day,
not
every day.
manifesting some weird things.
No.
We're manifesting for the betterment.
Why
of
would I like?
ourselves.
I'm gonna assume the best if I'm gonna
Exactly.
get
Lucky girl syndrome type thing.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, but then pops up just me and the creative director, and I hear something that I'm not expecting to hear at all. Is we're gonna be moving on from you and your position.
What is that?
Which is just real corporate, nice way of saying "fuck you, you're fired." And so that's exactly what happened. And I shocked, appalled. I was speechless, and that's saying something, as you should already know.
We're yappers, so like
Armed with that great information, because this was probably like 10:30 in the morning. I hadn't even had my coffee. By the way, I'm at my friend's apartment.
mind you, this is the day that we're moving to Florida.
Yes. And so I was just like, okay. I had to sit there, process that information really quickly. And then I was like, well, I gotta go get this car fixed and I gotta drive to Florida. And did. And you know,
And now we're here.
and now we're here, and it's honestly for the best because
is.
I've had time to enjoy Florida. We have had time to explore. I have time to work on this, and the right thing is going to come my way. But
Exactly.
it just, I like, do not want to glaze over how fucked up that was.
No,
though.
it was crazy work, and we
And-
haven't talked enough about it.
No,
honestly,
really. And you know what's crazy, you guys, is the fact that I haven't even heard from the Boston CEO.
Boston CEO,
Right.
and you let me go.
And I was supposed to be one of the elite employees.
What was that?
That really, like, bad taste in my mouth, threw me for a loop, but also
It's giving icky.
it did the best thing you could ever do to a girls like us, though, and
No,
lit
exactly.
a fire under my ass.
Put me in the corner.
Let me go. Let me box. Because now I'm mad. I have something to prove. And I'm just like, and that's the universe telling me there's something better coming our way.
Exactly.
Literally, I got fired that night. I'm out at the bars in Savannah. The next night, sunset at the beach.
Sunset at the beach.
I'll post it on the Instagram story for them all to see. Of
Stop
course.
playing.
Of course. And by the way, follow us on Instagram, you guys. So we're here, Indian Rocks Beach. It's giving.
And we made it. That's
We made
all
it.
we can say about that at this point.
Heavy prologue. Long story short and all. Like, we made it.
But you needed some background.
You did, because you wouldn't have appreciated it.
Now, we just really have to talk about Florida itself. This area of Florida, we can't speak on all of Florida, but this area, we can speak on Pinellas County at this point.
We can speak on that. I can speak on Indian Rocks Beach, Clearwater, and Largo.
Exactly. And I just really feel that for us, and I don't know what it says about us.
No, exactly. So let us know. Let us know what this says about us.
I mean, you can judge us. We don't really care. Again, it's for us,
Us, not for you.
But you know, it's giving. I'm liking it a lot more than I thought I would.
No, I was not. I thought this was going to be like, okay, at least we have the beach, like, whatever. Da 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 da. We'll be in here a month. We'll be ready to go.
We were planning on just being on the beach, and that's it.
Right. And we've been here, there, and everywhere already. And it's literally been like 2-ish weeks.
It's giving. We're 2 weeks and we're halfway through, and we're like, wait, why do we love this place? And we had to have a real conversation about it.
We're like, okay, so we will be back.
Yes.
We will be back. Jot that down.
Jot that down, because you will see us back. And while we're on Florida, let's talk about the men.
Let's talk about the men. Let's do
Because
it.
Florida man, we know the jokes. Everybody does. Okay. And honestly, Ash, I have avoided sending you this, and I've saved this for the podcast. This is how fierce this is. Okay, we all know the Florida man jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Why have they heavily leaned into it? And there's a Florida man games. A bunch of Florida men competing.
Stop.
Girl, one of them is they're competing over hurricane supplies. I just live for Florida men. What can I say? They really lean into the joke of it all. Like, they're in on the bit.
Right.
Florida Man Games, hello. Not sponsored, but they're really leaning into it.
But it should be. Like, should we react?
Like,
we're going to have to watch
stop
it react.
playing. And I think it's like an annual thing.
Period. I see, and that's the thing.
We're going to have to watch a compilation or something.
We're gonna
later.
have to, but that's the energy that I've gotten, is that it is full send here.
No, it really
Now,
is.
which direction is getting full sent into? It depends, but it's getting full sent, and I have really, honestly, like, met more men that I kind of like than did. Like,
No, exactly. Why are they kind of giving?
it's giving. I've really only had like one bad experience so far,
No,
and it really
same.
wasn't even
No.
bad. It was just,
It's
you know,
just
lots of
lots of
potential.
potential.
And they're down for a side quest, in my opinion, from what I've
Yes,
seen.
and we're girls who like side quests, clearly.
like, we'll literally get into that. Like, next episode, you're gonna hear about
oh,
how I got
that's
my son Remy
nice.
and how I got to Disney World for free. So no, the men are giving. They're fine.
giving.
Like, literally, the amount of times I have almost gotten into a wreck crossing the bridge because there is some fine man.
Oh, it's giving 10 on
with
10 on 10.
10 on 10 on 10s, 3-inch inseam, no shirt, titties bouncing, glistening in the sun. And yeah, it's causing problems for me.
No.
Good
and
problems
that's
for me.
real.
And they're everywhere. Like, it literally,
Everywhere.
every time we've gone to the beach, we just lay out. We don't look for anything. We just lay out. We get comfortable in a non-secluded, like a little
And then
secluded
next
spot.
thing you know,
Boom, to each side of us, there's just
lots of
find shit everywhere.
Yes.
It's crazy. It's actually crazy. I don't know what's in the salt water here. I don't know what's going on, but I'm here for it.
Me too.
I'm here for it. Like, me and Alyssa literally both have Florida boyfriends.
Like, stop playing. I wasn't planning that either, but here we are. I'm like, wait, why do I like you?
Why do I like you? Like, I'm literally over here being
Stop
Debbie Ryan. Like, it's crazy.
No. It's like, am I in a movie? It's
No.
no, it's Florida Gives. Let's make a movie.
No, right.
It was a movie.
Last night was a movie.
Yes.
Except maybe it was. Like, I don't know.
Maybe it was.
I get it. I do. And they're doing their thing
They
out
get
here.
a little bit too much hate. And again, we can't speak on all of Florida, but
I'm gonna speak on these men in Pinellas County. And
hello.
I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad at them. You can sound off below, but
And if you're from here, I really want your opinion.
no, please, actually.
Drop it. Y'all can be like, y'all, you're crazy. And I'll be like, you're probably right.
We're Ken, job is beach,
Yeah, no.
laying on beach
Yeah.
every night. Like, I mean, probably for at least a week straight. We were literally
We were catching
sunset.
every sunset possible.
Shout out to what we've been drinking. Shout out to long drinks.
Shout out Long Drink. Shout out Twisted Tea. Because you get me twisted. No tea.
Pause.
Shout out Mango Cart.
Yup. They even have mango carts on the menu here. Like, you can order at the restaurants. Shout out mango carts.
Have you? Shout out the men that just be lighting up a cigarette anywhere. I respect you.
Makes me feel better about myself. And maybe I want a little bit of that.
Maybe I did.
Can I get a puff? Also, if we're gonna do shout outs, I need to shout out Cookie's Coconut right down the street. Listen, I gotta okay. I'm gonna try it one more time. I've got to give Alyssa.
Run it back.
I've got to give Alyssa her flowers because she picked this place and it has been perfect. And we are literally a 2-3 minute walk from a place called Cookie's Coconut,
and it's
right on the beach.
Very delicious.
And girl, you can get it.
We gotta try their ice cream.
We're gonna have to try the ice cream.
The ice cream yet? We've tried like the Cuban sandwiches. Ash tried the burrito.
The burrito was pretty banger. It's all good. It's not super expensive. It's right on the beach. We can walk there. Open to 11. It has saved our ass at least twice now. And they have drinks. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I got my Cuban sandwich and a mango cart. Stop playing.
Right. And then walk to the beach.
Why did everything happen on the way here?
No, literally.
I get a call on the way here. I did not answer because she's being safe. She's driving.
Right, responsible.
But they left me a message. It was from the place we're renting from. And they're like, okay, no biggie. I know you're going to be there for the month. And today is your check-in day, but we sold the place. Girl, what? We sold the place and we're gonna have to get it inspected within the next 10 days. And I'm like, what is there to do about that?
Right,
we're just gonna have to deal with it. That's okay. And I'm not gonna give you a hard time. But we get here and we're looking around. We booked what was a 2-bed, 2-bath.
2-bed, 2-bath. There's 2 of us.
There's 2 of us.
We need our own things.
We've always had our own bathroom.
No, literally. And no shade, but I'm not trying to share a bathroom if I don't have to.
Exactly.
It takes a lot for us to get this cute.
Stop playing. I'm just a girl.
Right, and I need my space.
2-bed, 1-bath.
1-bath. We are looking around. We're like, okay, is it in here? Is it in this closet?
Where is she hiding?
Where is it? No bathroom. No second bathroom, babe.
Where is she hiding?
So we run that phone up real quick.
Run it back. And y'all need to inspect this place too. So I know y'all need something from me as well. Stop playing. We still gotta call that man.
We do.
Because Rummy needs some money. But other than that, we love it.
No, it's very
Other than
cute.
that, we love it. But they did very much tell us that it was getting inspected and it would take 30 minutes only. It took hours.
Is giving they were supposed to be here at a certain time, and they
showed up
early,
like 2 hours before.
and I'm literally in bed, and this man is about
They were about to bust in on Ash. They were about to bust in on Ash.
Luckily, I'm just
asleep, and I said, "Oh no, oh no!"
Alyssa's
There's
like,
a person in there. Let me go in there.
This is like, girl, hey. She's like, Stormy, baby, wake up. She's like, hey, so yeah, they're here right now, girl. So maybe get some clothes on and I don't know. And so then we're just here, and the energy that we created in this apartment for those people was
they were uncomfortable, but so were we.
Yeah, it was a little diabolical. But you catch me at 10 o'clock in the morning on Friday when I'm supposed to be sleeping in.
It was giving me and Ash were sleeping in today.
And then we decided we gotta bounce.
We gotta get out of here because it was giving. This is not gonna take 30 minutes because
he told us it wasn't gonna take 30 minutes.
I get another knock on the door. And it's a buyer's agent. And she's like, oh, yeah, the people are flying in to see it today.
Flying in?
Flying in, and y'all didn't tell me? Because, baby, the place would have looked better had you told me that.
Right.
I would have respected y'all. And the place doesn't look bad.
No, but I would have swept. I think Alyssa would have taken her makeshift curtain off of the window.
Why did I have to make a makeshift curtain, girl?
Because the blinds didn't work.
The blinds, baby, the blinds. And why does my bed have wheels? Why she got wheels? I done rearranged that whole room. I'm not even that type of girl, but yeah, I'm gonna be comfortable. I'm gonna be comfortable.
We're here for 31 days. I'm gonna do what I need to do.
But the best part of it all is me and Ash were gone for hours. We spent hours away, and I just knew as soon as we pulled back up, that would be when they're doing the tour. And we sit on the couch. We're hot. We're sweaty. We're just trying to cool off before we do something else for the day. And knock, knock.
Hi, hello. Hi, sorry. Yeah, it's gonna be really quick. Just 1 minute. We're so sorry. Coming through, yeah. And they're like, oh yeah, it looks the same as the other place. Looks the same as the mirror image. This looks, we're just going to gut all of this and then like charge like $5,000 a day.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you guys so much. We're so
It did take all of maybe 5 minutes though. So
No,
I'm
it
not even
did.
mad at it. And again, we made them a little bit uncomfortable earlier in the day. So they were like, so sorry, so sorry.
Yeah. But it just was like, but really, like you had all day.
It's just, and it was
minute
not
I
anyone's
pulled back
fault. It was not anyone's fault who was here.
No. It's just on the rental people, but it's just unfortunately y'all
It
are
was
caught in the
uncomfortable
crossfire.
though for everybody.
Right. So,
Everybody involved.
So, but we got through Inspector Gate. Nobody's gonna bother us, hopefully, anymore.
Well, you say that,
but
but
then the police did show up here.
while I was by myself.
Which I think that's a next episode thing, maybe.
Yeah, we'll get
but
into that
we'll get
next
into why the police
episode.
showed up here while I was gone. Alyssa was alone.
It was giving, Mama had a panic attack.
Yeah, it hasn't been boring. It
That's for sure.
has not been boring.
We don't want to lose the girls.
No.
We don't want to lose the girls. Hear me out. Me and Ash have really gotten into Formula One. Yes, we watched Drive to Survive. Get over it. Okay, it gave us all the background knowledge we needed to get into it. This is the first season we've kept up with the races.
Exactly. Yeah,
but we've done
started.
it together. It's been so much fun for us because it's juicy.
It's very juicy.
This is the perfect time to get into it because they're on summer break.
We're on summer break. They're on summer break. You have time to catch up,
Catch up, babe. Catch
There's not that many
up.
races. We're going to hit you guys with some hot takes.
And that's why we had to get the background because I'm going to speak on it. We have friends who have been in it for a minute and
They're like, oh, y'all are crazy.
y'all are crazy. Y'all do know. Y'all are with it.
In it deep.
It will take you over.
Right,
Maybe
we-
not a normal person, but
But we're not normal people and we can't do things normally. So
when we dive in, we dive in. What can I say?
Exactly.
So we'll start off with the top two in the championship right now, Lando and Oscar. Oscar and Lando, my bad. What are your thoughts, Ash?
Oh gosh, I'm trying to figure out where to even start with all of this. I mean, really, the vibe of it all is that Lando Norris, he's been there.
He's been there.
Has done the work. He has stuck beside the team. And this is the year that all that should come to fruition for him because he's a good driver. He's worked hard and he's earned it. But
It's giving he was with McLaren boots on the ground.
boots on the ground, girl.
When they
like
were not giving.
going through the struggles of it all. But then all of a sudden, here comes in Oscar Piastri. And then this year,
And he did come in at the perfect time.
He did. He's been there for a little second, and then boom, they're having the best year of their entire career as a team. But
And as the two of them individually.
Right.
Because they're driving the best car of the season. But it's very much giving... It's a hot take, but I want Lando to win the championship.
that's the short
And
and
I
sweet
don't
of it.
care who feels what way about it. It gives underdog in a way, which if you're just getting into F1, you'd be like, girl, they're the top team. Yes. But he's been with them since they weren't.
Right.
He's been with them for a long time.
He hasn't won a championship.
He hasn't won a championship. The regulations are going to change next year. So we don't know what next year is going to look like for them or anyone on the grid.
Right. So this is
So-
their time. If they're going to win it, this is the time to do it. And if he's going to win it,
It
this
needs
is
to
the
be
time
this
to
year,
do it.
babe. Clock
And I'm sorry. I think
in.
Lando's the better driver. I think he deserves it. I
Me
think
too.
Oscar has an attitude problem.
Same.
All of the above. I don't like any of that.
It's giving everyone thinks that he has a better mindset and he has a better mentality, but it gives he's just been in better favor.
Right. He hasn't had all the struggles to have those moments, but then when he does have those
And I'm
moments,
not speaking on just you this year, so don't clock that.
No, but
don't clock that. I'm just saying he hasn't been through as much with McLaren as Lando, so I just really have to root for him in that
exactly.
because it just feels like a really fucking big deal.
Right. It would be very satisfying for him to win A. And then B, even back to the attitude thing, like he does, like when he wins, but even these couple times when he's gotten a penalty or he hasn't gotten first place, he's kind of shown out a little bit and he's had a
And
little bit
I'm
of a
like,
nasty attitude. And I don't care for that.
See, it's giving that's not Lando. Lando looks so happy for everybody when he's in
Exactly.
second place.
It comes down to stats, but it also comes down to vibes. And I will always be about the vibes as well. And I don't care.
Clearly, we've made it clear who we like out of Lando and Oscar, out of the McLaren boys. But for the next topic, we have to get into the Christian Horner of it all. the Red Bull drama, because we're not going to give you tea for just one team. We're not going to do that. We're going to give you all of it. So hold on, girls and gays. We got you.
And
if any straight man has made it this far, thank you.
Hi, welcome.
We accept you too.
Yes, welcome. Christian Horner, our number one enemy.
Yes.
Our number one enemy throughout all seasons of Drive to Survive. Our number one enemy up until the last race that we just watched.
Hate that little short man.
Hate that man.
Hate that man.
With a passion. He signified everything that I feel like we know is wrong with Red Bull.
Exactly. And that's how I feel.
Weird sexual misconduct behind the scenes. Yeah. It's the prioritizing one driver over another. It's not caring about your drivers.
No, it's the running through drivers
left and right.
It's nothing. Like, girls, look up the grid and see how many of them started on Red Bull and got booted mid-season.
Did that this year and then the guy didn't even know until it got leaked in the press. So that's the kind of guy that he is.
That is sad.
Listen, so we hate him, but we love to hate him, but we hate him. It was
really fun to hate him. I'll give him that.
And then we wake up one morning and we see the news that just like he's done to everybody else.
Why did I find out on TikTok?
On TikTok of all places. Because it was the F1 account and I thought it was a fake edit.
No, same. I was like, this is...
and it was real.
The Formula One account?
And it was real?
Babe, it wasn't even like he left. I thought he would have quit because he didn't... You guys, it's giving... The season isn't going well for them.
No, it's going bad.
And I thought, if anything, he would leave and be like, I don't want this on my legacy type.
Because he's been there for 20 years.
Yeah. It gave... People announced it, and they straight up said Christian Horner sacked mid-season. I gave... Going
like that.
It's like that. And would I normally kind of feel bad in that situation?
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing. He's done that to so many drivers. It's like,
karma.
Karma's kiss.
Literally, like, it felt so good, but also a little confusing now because it's like,
who do I hate?
Who do we hate? Because honestly, like, now I'm like, why am I softening up to Max? Like, why?
Right, because Max isn't that bad when Christian Horner's not there.
Right.
Like, I can't hate on him that much.
I guess we're gonna just have to figure out who the villain of the season is gonna be.
We're giving you options.
Exactly.
And sound off. Tell us who you think the villain is. But our takes are, we gave you the background of Lando and Oscar. So we're feeling like our personal villain is Oscar, just for the plot of it. I don't hate him, but
he could be the villain.
For the way it's playing out, he's the villain right now for me, to make it more interesting.
And plus, watching that 1-2 fight and just knowing that I'm rooting for one over the other, it makes the race way more fun.
It does.
So I think number one villain, Oscar Piastri. I think my second one's got to be everybody who thought that Lewis Hamilton was going to retire.
Oh, for sure, because babe, why would he announce that over summer break? Please.
Over summer break on Instagram, like...
And y'all are the ones who make us look bad as the girls in the gays.
No, because y'all act so delusional whenever...
Because you hear that he has an announcement, and that's what you assume?
You assume that he's just going to quit?
I said, no, he's got some product or something.
And he did, and he's selling you some drink. So...
And as he should.
Go support Sir Lewis Hamilton. We love.
Exactly. Next up, we have... And now, this is where you have me. I am a Lando girl. I hate the Lando hate, but you have me when it comes to the crazy delusional Lando fans. So I think they're another potential villain for Formula One because, again, they make us look bad.
They make us look weird.
They make us look bad.
And you know who you are. If you're watching this right now, you're watching this clip on TikTok right now, and you're about to comment, trying to act like, oh, I'm not weird. You are weird, and you know that.
It's weird, babe. It's weird because the last thing I'm thinking about when I'm watching the drivers is their girlfriend. Right. I just really don't care.
I don't care. I pretend that they're not there personally. That's none of my business. These little models that they want to date, that's good for y'all.
And I don't care. Like, sorry, I don't. I'm watching the races.
Right.
The only girlfriend we stand is Lily. Slay Queen, Alex's girlfriend.
Exactly.
Yeah, we love her. But yeah, no, it's giving the delusional Lando fans in particular, because why did this girl hospitalize herself? Because he made out with his girlfriend?
Crazy. So, yeah. So just, I don't know. Go touch grass. Go to the beach.
Please, babe. They're on summer break. Please take advantage of that.
Exactly. Please. Also,
go touch grass.
Yeah, we could recommend some beautiful places around here. If you're in the
We
Florida,
definitely
Pinellas
could.
County area, we can tell you some wonderful places to go outside and touch grass and just
Please.
really get a grip.
Put your feet in the sand.
Get a grip.
So that's what we're feeling right now. Let us know how you feel. Who's the number one villain?
So, listen, obviously, even if Formula One's not your thing, it's going to become your thing. It
Because-
should be your thing. Also, they're fine. Like, get into that. Get into that.
And if you're not into those type of men, baby, look at the men on that pit crew.
Look at the pit crew.
Look at the principals.
Look at Toto.
Look at the daddies.
Exactly.
Stop playing. There's plenty.
Let me in the paddock. I would like to see how it works. I would like to interview
Please.
you. Also, yeah, and just for the basic rundown, I'm a Ferrari fan. Alyssa is a Williams fan.
It's tough out here, but it's okay. I had to support my boy Carlos wherever he goes.
And I say that to say that I would love to interview Charles. And I know that Alyssa would love to interview Carlos.
But honestly, anybody.
Or anybody.
Anybody.
Any team. I'll interview Oscar. You can show him the clip.
Yes. Let's talk about it.
I would love to talk about it. So, like, please.
I'm like, defend yourself, please.
This is me and Alyssa manifesting that by the time we get to Vegas, we will be up in that paddock. We will be in that garage.
Somebody's
Garage. Please and thank you.
And I would love to talk to Alex and Lily.
Don't get me started. Please. And it's gonna get real interesting when we get back from summer break. But it gives us the perfect opportunity to enjoy our summer, to be out here in Florida,
Because we all saw
and to explore. And like, I don't know, we've been up to so much already. Like we said, like we have to tell you guys about the Kesha concert. We have to tell you guys about Disney. Like we have so much stuff coming up.
Oh, go ahead and guess where we're going next.
Yes. Guess where we're going next? We have our next
episode will be Florida as well, though.
Yes, we'll be in Florida till the end of this month, whenever I decide to post this, the end of August, and then we're on to the next place. So you should totally guess where we're going, and yeah, and stay tuned for the next episode, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.